All right, let's get started. Welcome everybody to How to Lose 10 Pounds in 30 Days. Hey, if you guys can hear me real quick, just over there in your question box, just type in, yeah, I got you, or yes, or something like that, just so I know you guys can hear me. All right, thanks, Brittany. Thanks, Caroline. All right, let's get started. I am excited. I hope you guys are excited. Also, we got a really good presentation planned for you guys. Real quick, there's still a couple people just trying to get signed in here, so we'll give them just a couple more minutes. Me and Robbie's the other guy that's helping me run this. He'll be answering your questions. We were just going through some emails. We get a lot of emails, people asking us different issues. You know, hey, how do I fix this? How do I do this? We recently just got an email. This lady, she had liked our Facebook page and wasn't getting the workouts. We have a membership site where people can get workouts, right? And she had liked our Facebook page and was wondering why she wasn't getting the workouts. Sometimes those are the harder ones to answer. But if you guys have any questions throughout this presentation at all, Robbie's going to be answering those for you as quickly as you can bring them in. Anything you have on weight loss or anything. All right, let's go ahead and get started real quick. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and who I am. My name is Josh. All right, Josh Cherry. I'm dedicated to changing people's lives through fitness. I've come a long ways in my fitness journey. I've been an active duty Marine for a little over 10 years now. About the same amount of time I've been a physical fitness instructor for the Marine Corps, gym owner, and also am the co-owner of Delta Life online boot camps and the creator of the 5-step practical paleo solution and the free 21-day fat to fit formula. All right, now those are a lot of the things I've done, like the technical side of the house, just to show you that I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to fitness and weight loss. But more importantly, why you should listen to me when it comes to how to lose weight is because I've been there. I grew up, grossly overweight, and I just had bad habits, bad behavioral type things that I did that ended up, making me put on extra weight. And I suffered in a lot of ways. I had low self-confidence. Even coming into the Marine Corps, I wasn't able to get promoted. My family suffered. My run time was horrible. I just couldn't get anything right. But after becoming a physical fitness instructor and learning all these different things, I've learned that if you have nothing else, if you have hope, if you have the hope that the future can get better, and Zig Ziglar is a huge component of this. Anybody that follows Zig Ziglar, he always talks about if you have hope for the future being better than it is right now, then you can do anything. And that's the very first step to learning how to lose 10 pounds in 30 days, or learn how to lose weight or get fit or anything like that. It's just to have that hope and believe in yourself and know that it is possible. There's a lot of people that have done it. All right, next we're going to talk about the world of weight loss. Okay, it's a really big, it's a huge industry full of all kinds of different ways, different people trying to tell you how you can lose weight, how you can be successful with weight loss. But really, we believe, and I'm going to prove it to you throughout this webinar, hopefully, that the best way to lose weight is from the comfort of your very own living room. All right, there's a bunch of different reasons for this, but basically the whole reason is that if you work out at home, all of us today we're busy, we have families, we got all this, that, and the other going on. If you want sustained gratification instead of that instant gratification, working out at home is by far the best way to keep that going and make sure you're going to lose the weight and keep it off. All right, so when it comes to weight loss, we have a bunch of different options, right? All right, I really want to lose weight, but what can I trust? Because like I said, the industry is huge. According to PR Web, just in America alone, there was $2.8 billion spent last year in the industry of weight loss. Now, that number even seems kind of low to me, but there's 24,901 weight loss companies just in America, all trying to convince you that they have the solution to help you lose weight, right? And the bad thing is that a lot of them do help you lose weight at first, but they're never sustainable. Just like that very first bullet point there. fad diets. How many of you guys have went on a fad diet? Anybody that's been on a fad diet, and I have, so I can go ahead and type yes here in the little question box. But if you've tried a fad diet, just go ahead and type in yes right now, or I've tried one, or even the name of the diet that you've tried. If you tried a diet, just go ahead and type it in right there in your question box. And let's see some different diets that you guys have tried. I know the Atkins. Yep, Atkins. Atkins is a big one. A lot of people try the Atkins diet where you cut out any diet where you cut out a macronutrient, where either you cut out protein, fats, or carbohydrates. And the Atkins is really big on cutting out the carbohydrates. It's just not sustainable because after a period of time, you're going to go right back to the way you used to eat, and you're going to get it right back, right? Personal trainers, they offer a lot of motivation. They can teach you a lot of things, but they cost a lot of money. It's a lot of time, and it's way out of your way. It's just not sustainable. And you definitely can't forget about the infomercials, right? You got the little shake weight there on the bottom right. And there's so many out there right now. They got the sprinkle diet where you sprinkle the magic formula on your food and you can lose a whole bunch of weight. You can eat ice cream as long as you sprinkle the magic formula on your ice cream first. All right, all these infomercials, they pour so much money into trying to make you believe that this one magic pill is going to make you lose weight, but we all know deep down that those are just gimmicks. They're full of crap, and they're not actually going to make us lose weight. You need a real way that's going to make us sustain it. And then I don't know how many of you guys are still watching Richard Simmons videos, but hey, some of those are quality. All right, the real answer. You want to know the real answer? You want to know who knows how to lose 10 pounds and keep it off? All right, it's really yourself. All right, you got to trust yourself. There's 5 simple steps that you can start doing today. And if you have a pen and paper, I want you to write these 5 steps down because this is by far probably the most important part of the entire webinar. If you get this part, 30 days from now, you'll hit your goal that you wanted to lose for this month. I promise you. Okay. Step 1 is you just got to change your mindset. Before change can occur, you just like we're talking about that hope segment, before change can occur, you have to let it be known in your mind that change is possible. You have to change your mind and say, you know what? I can do this. Look at all these people around me that have done it. I've seen the before and after pictures. They blow up my Facebook feed. I see it all the time. If they can do it, you know what? I can do it too. The second step is you've got to make some goals, and we're gonna go a little more into depth on goals here in a little bit. But the second step is definitely you have to make those goals, and you got to write them down, and you need to put them somewhere where you're gonna see it every single day. Okay. Number 3, commit to being a lifelong learner. Look, the things I teach now are a lot different than the things I was taught and the things that I learned 10 years ago. And I'm okay with saying that 10 years from now, I'm going to teach things a little different than I do right now. I know that. If you ever buy into, if you ever go all in on just one typology, or this is definitely the way, this is the gospel, you're going to be upset, okay? Because times change and you've got to continue to learn and change with the times. When new research comes out, take time to read it. When a new diet or a new way of eating comes out that's better than the old model, take time to learn it. Look into it. Same thing with exercise. As we learn new things about physiology and exercise, we're learning ways to burn calories a lot more efficiently than we did 5 or 10 years ago, like I said previously. So as those new things come out, learn them. Just commit to being a lifelong learner. Don't buy into it's all or nothing on this one method. All right. Number 4, out of all 5, it's either this one or number 5 that's probably the most important, and that's learn to slide right. Everybody that's been a part of Adult Life Bootcamp can definitely tell you this slogan. It's a big part of who we are. If you look at that health spectrum down there at the bottom of the screen, and that's all it is the spectrum. Everything we do in life is basically on a spectrum. Okay. You got unhealthy and sick over there on the left side. You've got fit and healthy and reaching your goals on the right side. Now, we all start at different spots on this spectrum. Some of you right now, Brittany, Caroline, Brian, some of you guys might be right there. I mean, really close to fit and healthy in your goal. Other people watching this presentation might be all the way to the left. You might be really close to unhealthy and sick, and you're so sick and tired of being sick and tired. you're ready for change, and you're ready to do something. It doesn't matter where you start on the spectrum. All we mean by that number 4 is that every day when you wake up, you're going to move either to the left or to the right on that spectrum. Now, if you do enough behavioral type things correctly to slide right, I mean, simple math will tell you that eventually you're going to hit fit and healthy in your goal. Okay, you're going to keep sliding right. So all you got to do is wake up every day and say, you know what, I got to get a little further to the right than I was when I woke up this morning. So that number 4 is really important. You got to learn to slide right. All right, just move a little to the right in everything you do every day. And it's interesting because you can take this a lot of different ways. You can take it with diet, but I'll leave that to the diet specialist. What I'm going to talk about is in terms of your workout. Say you wake up one day and you were just not feeling it. You had a 3-mile run planned for that day, or some really hard, intense workout, but you're just not feeling it. We've all been there. Some days you just don't have it, right? If you'll just get on the ground and knock out a max set of push-ups and a max set of sit-ups, maybe knock out a couple of squats and say, you know what, that workout I had planned, I'm just not gonna be able to do it today. But I am gonna slide right a little bit today. I'm gonna do something to slide right. Okay. That's gonna get you to that goal a lot better, because most people, and this is where it comes on number 5, err on the side of positive. Most people, once they have that one bad day, and you know what I'm talking about, we've all done this. You have that one bad day, you cheat on your diet, you skip a workout, whatever it is, you have that one bad day and you just give up and you say, you know what? This weight loss thing isn't for me. I thought I could do it. I was wrong. I'm giving up. And then you just continue to slide left more and more every day. And before you know it, you're unhealthy and sick and you're over there on the left side of the spectrum. So every day, slide right and just err on the side of positive. Every time you do something correctly, every time you get a workout in for that day, celebrate that. Err on the side of positive every single day. And it all starts with changing that mindset. All right, so that brings up our new our new bullet point is faith. So we started off with hope. You have to have hope that the future will be better than the present. That's what gets you started. Once you get started, faith and believing in yourself and believing that it's going to work is what keeps you going. So we got hope and then we got faith. All right, next we're going to go ahead and we are going to dive into the 3 big healthy habits. These are 3 habits of healthy people. All right, really interesting study they did. The National Weight Control Registry, and you can look this up, just Google National Weight Control Registry. All right, they took a large number of people, and all the people had to meet 2 criteria, okay? They had to lose at least 30 pounds or more, and they had to keep it off for a minimum of 5 years. Now, this is why I'm interested in this story, because I don't care about people losing 30, 40, 100 pounds, getting a six-pack, whatever, if just by the next season they put it all back on. That does not interest me at all. Okay, but what does interest me is these people. Large number of people all lost 30 pounds or more. It's a pretty significant amount of weight, and were able to keep it off for at least a minimum of 5 years. Most of them kept it off the remainder of their life. Okay, the 3 big traits, the most common traits that they shared right here in front of you. They ate breakfast every day. They work out at home, and then 75% of them weighed themselves once a week. Okay, I want you to look at those 3 things. What do those 3 things have in common? Is it that they all follow the same diet, the same workout program? It's nothing like that, right? It's all about these behavioral issues. It's set procedures that they do every day. Just eat breakfast. I work out at home. It doesn't matter how you work out at home, just work out at home. And we'll get into that more later. But it's like I said earlier, talking about the world of fitness, it's just more sustainable. When you can work out at your house, you don't have to drive to the gym. You're not paying these huge personal trainers or gym fees. When you can work out the house, more sustainable. Eating breakfast. You guys know how does anybody know how a sumo wrestler trains for an upcoming event? Sumo wrestlers get as big as they do because they intentionally skip breakfast, so their metabolism is just crawling. They're not burning any calories the whole first half of the day. And then they eat a huge lunch and a huge dinner. So sumo wrestlers intentionally skip breakfast. Now, this survey is saying that people lost 30 pounds and kept it off for over 5 years. They ate breakfast. That's a big sign right there. Breakfast is by far the most important meal of the entire day. And it does a couple of different things for us. One, it gets that metabolism running smooth for us for the remainder of the day. And then two, it also keeps us from overeating. You'll find if you start eating a bigger breakfast in the morning, you're less likely to eat a huge dinner at the end of the day, which is good because eating right before you go to bed, all that just kind of sticks to us and it's no good for anybody. All right, moving right along here. Continuing on with the National Weight Control Registry, I found this was another noteworthy. It's not as staggering as the other ones, but 58% of them did follow some sort of structured program. So even though they were working out at home, they had some sort of structure that they were following. Okay, and we just talked about that a minute ago. So why these three traits? What do they have in common? And the answer, of course, it's a behavior thing. Okay, down here at the bottom, you can see a couple of quotes. Behavior and habit trumps reason and good intentions. Success. This is just a. I love Zig Ziglar. If you haven't found out, by the way, that's just a good quote by him. Success is dependent upon the glands, sweat glands. I like that one. Okay, so behavior and habit trumps reason and good intentions. Dave Ramsey, that first name you see at the top of the screen, huge component of behavior. If you get the behavior right, everything else takes care of itself. Dave Ramsey, for those of you that don't know, he's kind of like a financial guru. He teaches people how to get out of debt, save money, and retire wealthy. Okay, and he doesn't teach people how to be successful physically. He doesn't teach people how to be successful with money by telling them you have to follow this investment plan, or you need to work at this firm, or you have to get a doctor's degree, or you have to become a lawyer. He doesn't say anything like that. He has 10 basic steps that are all behavioral. Change the way you do this, write down where your money goes, do A, do B, do C. Okay, they're all behavioral type issues. The same way Muhammad Ali said that he was so successful in the ring. He said, I wasn't the most technical fighter, but I had enough of these behaviors. I did enough procedures every day. I trained harder than everybody else. And not that I trained harder every day, I had a system set up where every day I did train. All right, same thing with Theodore Roosevelt. Believed in expanding his mind every day, read a book every single day. So there's behavior issues, these behavior things that you can do. It's not following a set program, anything like that. It's setting in place the proper behaviors like eating breakfast, working at home, or weighing yourself once a week. Simple little behavior modifications like that are what's going to help you be successful. Now, once you set up those proper behaviors and you got them all in line, it's a big one too. You got to have the commitment. Yeah, okay, so we already had hope. We had the hope that we could change, and then we had the faith and belief in ourselves that it would work. And now we've got to be committed, because in order for this to really work, in order to lose 10 pounds in 30 days and continue that success long after that, you have to stay committed. This can't be a 2-week or 3-week type thing. You can't do this for 1 week and hop on the scale every day and wonder why the pounds aren't melting away. Okay, you got to have that commitment factor. All right, next up, we got myth versus the method. Now we're going to get into some technical things. I'm going to teach you exactly how you can increase that calorie burn and burn more fat with your at-home workouts. All right, myth. I'll only lose weight and get good workout if it takes a long time. All right, that's actually very false. And that's one of the things I was telling you when we started 10 years ago when I first started learning. The Marine Corps kind of felt that way. They felt if we go out and run straight for an hour and a half, we get a really good workout. Nowadays in the Marine Corps, we just don't have time and we definitely don't have any money. So what we try to do is we get out there and we bang out the most intense, hardest workout we can in just like 20 to 30 minutes. We do 30 minutes with the warm-up and cool-down. So we just get out there, jack that heart rate up, and do as much work as we can, the shortest amount of time, and then we get back to work. And that's where this little formula comes in. In order to lose weight and burn fat, the goal is just to do the most amount of work. Okay? Well, work equals force times distance. So we used to do low force times a large distance, which gets us a lot of work, right? So you can go out for a really slow jog, or you can get on the elliptical, something with low force, low intensity, and you can do it for a really long time. Okay? I used to do stuff like this. I used to go on the elliptical for an hour and a half, 2 hours, just banging it out, long and slow. But then we've all learned, the whole world, in fact, is switching over to this methodology of working out. If you'll shorten that distance, okay, the time can come way down, but just jack up the force or the intensity, you can get the same amount of work in a shorter amount of time. And I know everybody, so for a lot of people, time is more important than money, really. Okay, we want to save money when we're working out. We're trying to get in weight. We're trying to get in shape, trying to lose that weight. But more important than that, we can save time. All right. So remember this: work time equals force times distance. Jack up that force, jack up the intensity, and then we get much more benefit out of the workout in a very short period of time. All right, myth number 2. I call this one the starvation transformation. I see this a lot, especially with family members, and it makes me sad when I see people trying so hard to be successful with weight loss. And I know it's the wrong way, but you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be the guy that's always telling people how to live their life or how to lose weight. But you've seen it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. People are like, well, I'm just going to eat 3 pieces of lettuce today and a half a cup of water because I'm on a diet getting ready for bikini season. Tell me, in what world is that sustainable? It's just not. We all know it. You cannot sustain that. Plus, you don't feel good. You have no energy. You don't succeed in other areas of your life because you just don't have the proper nutrients that you need, right? In fact, that's the myth. You need to eat, eat, eat. Okay, your body needs those nutrients if it wants to be successful and sustain weight loss. Because remember, we're always going for sustained gratification, not instant gratification. Eat enough to support activity and your workouts, but not unwanted fat. All right. All right, next up, and this is a big one. Targeted weight loss is for reals. A lot of people think that you can target the weight loss, or they even think it's more beneficial to try to target the weight loss. Hey, if I want to lose the fat around my tummy, I should just do a million crunches every night. This is actually not true. Okay, to lose belly fat or any fat for that matter, you should do these big exercises that increase your calorie burn, that jack your heart rate up, that's going to mix aerobic with anaerobic style workouts. All right, now let me explain this one for you. Aerobic and anaerobic. You guys probably know the difference between those two, but a lot of people think if you straight just want to lose weight or if you just want to lose fat, you should do aerobic. That's really not true. It's also not true to just do anaerobic. The magical combination is mixing the two, doing aerobic with anaerobic. When you do this, you get the best of both worlds. See, aerobic style workouts burn the most calories during the workout. Whereas anaerobic workouts or those big muscle groups when you're doing a push up or a burpee or a squat, something like that, those anaerobic movements burn the most calories for the 24 hours following the workout. So if you want to get the most calories burned while working out plus the most calories burned in the 24 hours after your workout's finished, you should mix the two. And here's kind of an example of what a good workout would look like if you're going to do it from home. Okay, you would just do 5 rounds for time. So 5 rounds of all these movements. You do a 100-meter sprint, 10 squats, getting that anaerobic in there, 10 burpees. Burpees, everybody knows that's aerobic and anaerobic. You're using those muscles, but it's definitely a cardio smoke check. And then 100 jump ropes. 5 rounds of that as fast as you can. That's going to be a really quick workout. It's going to take you maybe 15 or 20 minutes, but you're going to get so much benefit out of that over going for an hour and a half long run. You will burn a lot more calories doing this workout. All right, let me talk to you real quick about the afterburn effect, and it kind of goes along with this anaerobic plus aerobic and anaerobic. Okay, if you're wanting to lose belly fat, all right, picture it like this. Picture a car. You have 2 cars, okay? One, you just drive for an hour. Another car, the exact same style car, drives for an hour. But this time, whenever that car reaches its destination, it doesn't turn the keys off. It leaves the car on and lets it idle for the next 24 hours. Which car is going to burn more gas? Obviously, car B, right? The one where you left the ignition on and you let it idle for the following 24 hours. That's what we do when we mix these two. When we mix aerobic and anaerobic style workouts, you're leaving that ignition on and you're allowing your body to use up that gas or calories for the next 24 hours. Willpower. All right, so we had hope, then we had faith, and then we had the commitment to stick with it. Now we've got the willpower. Okay, you have to have the willpower to just see this through every single day. Because I'm telling you, especially after the new wears off, about 2 to 3 months into it, you have to have willpower if you're going to carry on. All right, let's get into the secrets. I know everybody came here for the 3 secrets a fitness trainer doesn't want you to know. This is top secret information, privileged information. All right, secret number 1: the best programs are not the most expensive, and but are the most comprehensive. Okay, whatever gets you involved. So the best program that you can follow, personal trainers want you to think, oh, this is the greatest one because it's at a country club and you spend $500 a session, but you get zero accountability. It's not reliable, and it's definitely. I mean, who can spend $500 a session for very long? I know I can't. So it's not sustainable. Okay, the best program has nothing to do with money whatsoever. There's people all over the world with literally zero money getting in great shape. And a great example of this is the military. Like I was telling you guys earlier, 2 things we definitely don't have: time or money. Okay, we have no equipment. We have hundreds of guys that we have to take out into a huge field of nothing but grass, and we have to get these guys in really good shape. I mean, these guys have to be able to do almost anything, right? And we do it with no time, no money, and no equipment. Okay, so the the myth that these secret trainers want you to think that their $1,000 body composition monitor and their $1,000 bilateral curl machine is the patented secret to get you in shape. It's just not true. Okay, I did a 2 years ago. I was able to do a muscle building study with Texas A&M University, and they had that. They had the DEXA scanner, which is like $1 million machine that scans your body and tells you your body fat. They had uh, just the most money they could put in this program they could. They gave us protein shakes as soon as we were done with our workouts. They followed us around the state of the art gym the entire time, telling us our workouts, telling us where to go next, putting the weights on for us, taking them off. It was a 3 month long program, and I tracked my stats before the program and after it ended. And then after it ended, I just went off on my own and just mixed it up because they were very routine. It was, every Monday was back day, every Tuesday was leg day. So I just mixed it up and did whatever I wanted for the following 3 months. The following 3 months, I got much better results with almost no equipment whatsoever. So I'm telling you, the most expensive program is not the best. All right, it's whatever one's going to get you involved. It's whichever one's going to hold you accountable. Whichever one's going to have that reliability and that sustainability. That's the program you need to go after. All right, secret number 2. Another thing. Everybody in this world, the CDC is huge on this. Okay, the Center for Disease and Control. They're always releasing these new studies, these new dissertations on fitness and weight loss. And personal trainers want you to think that they go through all this school and they get all this information about weight loss, and they learn the secret formula, right, as they go through the school of personal training. I can tell you, as a personal fitness instructor, okay, as a physical fitness instructor, there's no magic formula. Okay, there's nothing special they teach you when you become a personal trainer. It's not rocket science. It's not mad geniusry. I'm not sure if that's a word or not, but there's nothing like that to it. Okay, it's actually really, really simple. Or you could know with about I don't know, 5 hours of Google studying, just as much as everybody else out there on weight loss and how to work out. Okay, all you gotta do: eat clean, train dirty, repeat. Okay, that's it. It's simple. There's nothing special to it. So don't let these personal trainers in the gym think that you can't work out without them. They want you to be dependent on them. You need them to ask you, okay, what's the magic formula? What workout do I do? Did I do this exercise after that one? It doesn't matter. Get in there, do work, increase the intensity, short, sweet workouts. You're going to see results. You're going to keep sliding right. And that's what's important. All right, secret number 3. Also, a lot of guys, and you see this a lot on infomercials, and personal trainers are bad about this. You guys are gonna think I hate personal trainers. I really don't. I love personal trainers. I think they're great. But a lot of them want you to think that you can out train a bad diet. Where they never come out and say that. It's like, do this program, spend this amount of money, and you're going to hit your goal. And I can tell you right now, no matter how good that training program is, no matter how rigorous, no matter how much they push you, no matter how much money the program costs, at the end of the day, it's all about what you eat. Okay, you are what you eat. Now, I love working out. I love fitness because I love the way it makes me feel. I also love the benefits I get off of it, especially the way you look. But I'm no fool. I also know that it has a lot to do with nutrition. Okay, that's coming from me, somebody who teaches and sells a fitness program. So if I was somebody selling a nutrition program, you might not want to believe that, but I'm actually batting for the bad guys here. I'm telling you, it's all about nutrition. Okay. And that's where we have at Dutch Life, we have our three pillars of fitness down here that you'll see. Okay. You got nutrition, you got lifestyle, and you got exercise. And I talked about money before with Dave Ramsey and kind of how he teaches you to be physically successful, how to be successful with money. Like it's the same way. There's a lot of parallels between being successful with money and being successful with weight loss. If you really want to lose those 10 pounds in the next 30 days, I recommend you hit it heavy in all three of these pillars of health right here. You got to hit it heavy in the nutrition. You got to increase that lifestyle. You got to move more. You got to get up. You got to get active, play with the kids, run around, go for a walk after dinner. You got to have those lifestyle pieces. And then you absolutely have to get in your exercise every single day. Okay. It takes all three pieces. Just like I was saying a minute ago with the money thing. If you try to be successful with money, if you try to get a bunch of money and retire a very wealthy person, if you try to do that in just one area, if you have a really good job and you make a lot of money, but if you have really bad spending habits and you spend all that money, at the end of the day, you're not going to have a lot of money left over, are you? However, if you have a pretty decent job, you make really good money, but you have a budget, you say, okay, I can't spend this because that's over my budget, then at the end of the day, you're going to have a lot of money. It's the same thing with working out and nutrition. It's a give and take. Okay. Just because you go out and work out really hard and maybe you worked out for 2 hours today, that still doesn't mean you should go out and just waste it all by eating kind of whatever you like, right? You still need to eat. You still need to keep it within. You need to eat right, and you want to know the big thing right here with eating. Eat all three macronutrients every time you eat. I know I said that earlier. You can tell a fad diet a gimmick when it eliminates any of the three macronutrients. Okay, protein, carbs, and fats. Here's nutrition right here in a nutshell. This is it. You ready? This is it. Eat lean meats, fruits and vegetables, some grains, low starch, no sugar. If you remember that, you're good. Eat lean meats, fruits and vegetables, some grains, little starch, no sugar. And if you remember sugar is public enemy number one, you're good. The reason I don't like to spend a lot of time talking about nutrition because it's really intuitive. Now, working out, people can really work out. You can work out to where it's not as effective as it could be if you knew the simple things that I'm going to tell you in this webinar, right? But nutrition, you know what's bad to eat and what's not. Most of us do, right? I mean, there's some things here and there, and you can split hairs and you can say, well, this is good and this isn't. But for the most part, everybody knows what you should and what you shouldn't eat. That's why I don't spend a whole lot of time on nutrition. However, on the Dustin Life page, there are ample videos of us going. We have a virtual grocery store tour, and we have a very in-depth nutrition class if you want to get those other type things. All right. So that's secret number 3. You cannot train a bad diet, no matter how good your workout program is. You cannot train a bad diet. You gotta eat good. You gotta eat good with it. Secret number 4, a little bonus here. There really is no secret. All right. Hard work and discipline are what you need to succeed. Okay, that applies to everything across the board, like we were saying. But there really is no secret. There's no secret to nutrition. There's no secret to eating right. The secret is slide right. You slide right every day for enough days in a row, and you will hit your goal, no matter how dramatic your goal is. All right. Next up, what do we got? Dedication. So far we've had hope, we've had faith, we've had commitment, we had willpower, and now we got dedication. You got to be dedicated. All right, I know we've covered a lot already. We're about to dive into kind of some of the goals, the 10 best exercises you can do. We still got to hit that workout checklist. At this time, does anybody have any questions for me? We're over halfway, so we're going to be wrapping it up. Not too much longer, but as of right now, is there any questions about anything that we've covered up until this point? Anybody at all? Anybody got anything? Brian, Jamie, Caroline, anybody? I hate burpees. Ray Urbano, is this really live? Yes. All right. Alrighty. Let me scan through right here real quick. Lost my place. What we got? What was that? All right, 3 secrets. We just went through those. And let's jump right ahead. All right, here we go. All right, goals. Now we're talking about goals. Carolina, I feel you. I hate burpees as well. Okay. Ray, you have to go to work. We will be sending out a replay link, so we'll get that out to you as soon as this is over. All right, goals. All your goals have to be SMART goals, okay? And you need short range goals and you need long range goals, okay? Your goals have to be SMART. They have to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. If you don't put that time relevant piece on it, there's no way to measure it, and you can kind of give up on it. Well, that was never going to happen anyway. But if you say, hey, in 30 days from now, I want to lose 10 pounds, you write that down. You say, hey, I'm going to do that. I'm going to implement those 3 pillars of health Josh was talking about 30 days from now. That's specific, right? So I'm going to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. That's also measurable. It's attainable. And you know, if you've only got a few pounds left to lose, maybe that's not attainable. But for a lot of people, 10 pounds in 30 days, if you slide right every day and you do this right, very attainable. Is it relevant? Yeah, it's relevant. I mean, you're laying out exactly what you want, time bound, 30 days. So that's kind of why I labeled the webinar the way I did. Hey, lose 10 pounds in 30 days. It meets all that criteria. Now, that would obviously be my short term goal. My long-term goal would have to be something like, you know, by the end of the year, I want to have this percent body fat. I want to weigh this much, and I'd like to be able to do X amount of push-ups in 2 minutes. You know, you want to have some workout related stuff in there as well. Okay, not just how you look. All right, then we got honesty, especially when it comes to those goals. Okay, you got to be honest with yourself when you're making those goals. You know, if you weigh 125, you can't say, man, I'd really like to lose 50 pounds in the next 4 days, because that's not being honest with yourself. That's not being honest with your goals. So you got to have that honesty. You got to go honesty. So far, what all have we covered? What all we got in there? We've got the hope, faith, commitment, willpower, dedication, and then honesty. All right, honesty is a big one. All right, let's go ahead and let's start talking about if you want to build your own workout at home. Okay, here's some kind of things, and this is our workout checklist. You can get this directly off our website. You can email me, by the way, at any time, josh@dustlifebootcamp.com, with any questions you ever have about fitness, nutrition, weight loss, anything. I will get back to you within 24 hours, as promised. All right, so here's our workout checklist. Here's kind of the things you want to think about when you're making your own workout at home. Okay, 1, am I warming up properly? What happens to a rubber band? Okay, if you take a rubber band, you freeze it in the freezer, you pull it out, and you start twisting and pulling on it. It shatters, right? Okay, so you have to take that rubber band out of the freezer, because especially as we get older, that body's more like that frozen rubber band. Every time you got to warm it up. You got to do those dynamic stretches. And remember, dynamic stretches are ones where you're moving your body, you're loosening everything up. Static stretches is just kind of where you stand statically and you bend over and touch your toes. Dynamic stretches, you're moving, you're doing, like, you bend over, touch your toes, reach up in the air, you're doing twists back and forth, you're doing windmills, something like that. Okay, so you got to warm up your body correctly. Is my main workout 20 minutes or less? Trust me, that's all you need, and you need to keep it 20 minutes or less, especially when you first start. When you first start, you want to come at it, I'm going to work out for 2 hours today. Okay, that's not sustainable. You're going to get burnout, you're going to get tired, and you're going to quit. Okay, you cannot do that. You've got to keep that going 20 minutes or less. That way you'll continue to do the workouts. Am I being as creative as possible in my program? Okay, remember I said routine is the enemy. Remember that muscle building study where I didn't get as good results because I was following the same workouts every single day? You got to keep your body guessing. You got to trick your body, okay? Be as creative as possible. Don't do the same workouts every day. You'll get burnt out again. And that goes right into number 4. Is my routine constantly varied so that my body never knows what's coming. When your body never knows what's coming, you're always going to get better results. All right, is it going to get my heart rate up and activate those big muscle groups? Remember that anaerobic. preferably at the same time. So we got the heart rate getting jacked up. We're activating those big muscles. What is that? That goes back to mixing aerobic with anaerobic to get that maximum fat blasting potential or calorie burn. Okay. All right. Once I'm finished, that I cool down. Again, this is important. Okay. I know, and a lot of people, it's so easy to skip that cool down or those static stretches. You want to do that at the end of your workout every single time. All right. 10 best exercises you can do for burning fat and losing weight from the comfort of your living room. What are they? All right, the burpee. You can see that picture over there on the right, the guy in the green shirt. That's a burpee. You just basically start off standing up. You lay all the way down. Now, what he's not doing, you lay all the way down, you touch your chest, you get all the way back up, you jump. There's just got to be some air between your feet and the ground, and you clap overhead. This is the single greatest full body, full cardio movement you can do. Caroline, I see your comment there. I hate burpees. Trust me, nobody likes burpees. All right, I hate burpees as well, but they are the single greatest full body, full system cardio, aerobic, anaerobic workout you can do. I mean, they are the ultimate fat blaster. All right, squats. Squats are really important because as you go down and you do a proper squat, you get those hips below the knees. You release a lot of testosterone for men and women is stored and kept in our thighs. And when we do squats, that testosterone is released throughout our body. Now, when you release that testosterone that's trapped inside your thighs, testosterone is probably the best fat burner in the world. Okay, so do those squats often to build up the leg muscles, make the butt look better, back of the legs look better, but most importantly, it releases that trapped testosterone. And it's the same reason you like doing jumps, any kind of jumps, broad jumps, high jump, just jump. Any kind of star jumps, anything where you're jumping lunges, jumping squats, any kind of jumps are also going to activate those big muscles in the legs and release that testosterone. All right, push-ups, great upper body workout. It's just a great way to get a muscle workout into an at-home program. Okay, it's hard to get those bigger muscle groups involved at home. Push-ups, great way to do that. Jump rope. Can't go wrong with the jump rope. It's a great cardio tool. It also works on the timing. It's a good brain function. It's just all around good cardio. It's not so much on the anaerobic, but it's good on the aerobic. It's good to throw it into the workouts, kind of like that workout example I showed you earlier. Dips, a lot of times you have to use a coffee table. My kids have little chairs that go around their table. Me and my wife pull out their little kiddie chairs. We throw them in the living room up against the wall, put my hands on them, and then you just dip down. It's more of a tricep workout, but you're still getting a bigger muscle group in there with those dips. Lunges, you just step out, step right back in again. It's a good leg workout. Kettlebell swings, you'll see the lady in the middle. She's got that weight in her hand. That weight is called a kettlebell. And you just go down. Now she's dipping her chest a little too far over. You really shouldn't. You're supposed to keep your chest up on those kettlebell swings, but you just go down, swing the kettlebell. You can do it like she is, where it's just going out 90 degrees, or you can go up over your head. Kettlebell swings are really good also because they definitely get your heart rate jacked up. If you haven't done kettlebell swings, they definitely get your heart rate jacked up. They make you sweat. They make you burn a lot of calories, but it's also using a lot of big muscles in your body. I mean, you can see she's almost doing a full squat right there. So you're getting like 4 exercises in one with the kettlebell swing. So great movement right there. It probably shouldn't be number 8. It'd probably be like number 3. All right, mountain climber. That's another one that's kind of tricky. So that's the picture of the mountain climbers right there on the right. You start in position A there, and then B, you're just going to bring that knee all the way up to your elbow, and then you just kind of jump across, bringing the opposite knee to the other elbow. You just go back and forth with that. And then sprints. I tell you, I heard this a long time ago, and I still think it's true. This is one of the ones I think have stuck. Short little sprints, like 50-meter sprints. If you can get out in your front yard, find a little area in the road, go from light post to light post. Little 50-meter sprints, sprint and rest 30 seconds. Sprint, rest 30 seconds. Sprint, rest 30 seconds. That is a great way to blast away fat. A lot of people will get down to where they've got just a little bit of fat left over their belly, and the only way they can get rid of that last little fat and really make those abs push through is by doing sprints. All right, sprints are great. Sprints are great for popping those abs out once you're almost there. Discipline. This is the last one. Okay, so we've had hope, we've had faith, we've had commitment, willpower, dedication, honesty, and now discipline. Discipline, probably one of the most important, because discipline's what's going to keep you going when it gets hard. Discipline's going to keep you going when you don't want to do it. Discipline's going to make you say, you know what, I shouldn't eat that. I really want to eat that right now, but I have the discipline because I know what that goal is. I know I want to lose 10 pounds in 30 days, and I'm already 20 days into this thing, and I got to get there. I've put in so much work. Discipline's going to carry me the rest of the way. All right, so as we go in here, I'm going to tell you about some different programs that they have for at-home workouts. Okay, you guys know most of these at-home workout programs, right? There's a lot out there. The bad thing about all these programs, they cost a lot of money. I was doing some math before this thing started. For the P90X Deluxe, that thing is $274.60. And you know what you get with that? 12 whopping workouts. I don't understand it. Plus, it's not modifiable. You got to follow along with Tony on the screen, and you get 12 workouts. In fact, 12 is actually kind of on the high side for all these DVD sets. Me and Robbie found some, they're only 6. You get 6 workouts or 8 workouts, and you just have to repeat that throughout the entire process. So you're doing the same workout. So I can't imagine paying, all of these are over 100. I can't imagine paying 200, $300 for just a handful of workouts. That's going to get you nowhere. Plus, they have no accountability. Okay, all these kind of have the same thing. They got the average of 12 workouts. They're Hollywooded up beyond belief. I mean, who can really relate to these guys in these videos? I know I can't. Their nutrition videos shows their chef in their mansion cooking up a meal for them. I know I can't relate to that. I mean, if I had a chef cooking me my nutrition, my meals, I'd be in great shape, But no, I have 3 kids. I have to come home from a long day's work, cook my own food, so it's a little, it's a little harder. You can't relate to this. It's Hollywooded up. It's expensive. It's limited on when and where because you have to put the DVD in and actually sit there and watch the DVD and follow along. It's long. It takes about an hour. There's no accountability, like we said, and really no way to track your progress. Like I said, all of them over $100 just for 12 workouts. Delta Life Online Bootcamp, what I'm the co-owner on, is really a really unique program. Me and Robbie sat down and we said, I own a gym here in College Station, and we charge people $100 a month to come in 4 days a week and do these type of workouts that I've been telling you about this whole webinar. Okay. And then me and Robbie sat down and we said, you know what? We can give people these same workouts for cheap. We want anybody in the world to be able to do these workouts from the comfort of their home. And why not? Why can they not do it? So we finally came up with this perfect system, Delta Life Bootcamp. You get 4 workouts every week. So you can see how that adds up. I mean, you get 12 workouts with us in just 3 weeks, right? And then you continue to get new ones. If you look at that picture down there, you also see a button called the whiteboard. Now, every time you do a workout with us, you click that whiteboard and you just put in your name, and you can put in the score you got for that workout. Say that one we showed you earlier, the 5 rounds. You can put in, okay, hey, that one took me 15 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, under the athletes tab, all the workouts you've ever done with us are stored right there. And next time that workout comes around, you can say, okay, did that in 15:34 last time. This time I'm going to break that. I'm going to do it in 13. So it's really cool way of tracking your progress. Plus, with us, it's really a community. We have challenges every month. We're getting ready to bring on the February Fab Abs. And that's all free stuff. All the challenges are always free, and they're fun, and everybody gets involved in those. And it's a really good time. All right, there's no Hollywood in our program in Delta Life Online Bootcamp. It's real people with real results. All right. They're short, intense workouts. Here's some of the people that have been doing it for a little while. You'll notice that lady in the bottom left, that's only 4 weeks. And that's all the way from Australia, Shanae. We're very proud of Shanae. 4 weeks. And she's actually sent in updated pictures since then, and she is still sliding right every day and looking amazing. So Delta Life Bootcamp, we're a real program. We're real people with real results. All right. Now, what we offer, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can do our program for just $19 a month. So, in 1 month, you're already getting, for $19, you're already getting 16 workouts, which is more than all the other programs. That's me on the right with my wife, Kristen. That's Robbie on the left with his wife, Cassie. Or we have a special where you can do $199 for the entire year to our membership program. All right. But me and Robbie, we also like when we do these webinars, we like to give specials away a lot. So if you've attended this webinar, you can go right now to deltalifebootcamp.com/upgrade. And we're going to do a 50% off special for anybody. And you get locked in at this rate. You get locked in at this rate for the rest of your time. Okay. So $9.99 a month. You can blow more money than that at the gas station on the way home from work, right? So for less than $10 a month, you can get locked into this program. You have to make sure you use the coupon code Slide Right for 50% off the monthly price, or uh, coupon code Delta Life for 50% off the yearly. So either $99 a year or $99 a month. That's our webinar special, and that does end on Sunday. I will be sending an email to all of you guys that were in on this. So if you were here, you're going to get an email with all this information. So don't, if you want to write it down, you can. But we'll also be sending you this in an email. All right, so that is how to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. I'm 8 minutes short. I promised you I wouldn't take over an hour. If you have any questions whatsoever, now's the time. Let's hear them. Let me see if I can get in here and answer some of the questions you guys have already asked. No question. This is great stuff. Carolina, love you. Thank you so much. You sent me an email about the proteins, meat, no sugar part. Yes, I sure can. Jamie, if you want, in fact, what I can do, if you go to our website, there's a tab for nutrition, and we've actually got all the videos I can send you. If you really want help with nutrition, I can send you entire videos on how to help you out with your nutrition. Would that help? I went really fast. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was a little excited. I get all excited about weight loss and stuff. I was wondering whether I could get the recording sent to me so I can watch it when I get home tonight. Yes, Ray already answered that one for you. Nutrisystem, cabbage soup. All right, any more questions whatsoever before we get out of here? Anybody have any questions that I can answer for you? All righty. How long should be my workout? Caroline, did I answer that? Like for your workout, you don't want to go for the main workout. You don't want to go over 20 minutes. I'd say for the entire thing, for a warm up and ab station and the workout, maybe, you don't want it really 40, 45 minutes. But if that starts getting into your time to where when you start finding yourself putting off your workout and not doing it because it's taking too long, that's when you need to shorten it back up, because really 30 minutes a day is more than enough to hit your goals as long as you'll stick with it. But when it starts taking so long that you stop doing them, that's where it gets dangerous. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll send that email, and we look forward to seeing you all later.